Hey everybody, I'm here with my helper Pete. Yeah, you helping? And let's just do a quick monitor feeding video. Why not? We'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters. Come on, Pete, let's go on the golf cart. Come on, go around. Let's go. It's a little slow to get up today. Guess everyone's slow. It was cold last night. It was 50 degrees out here. And I just fed all the littles, and I mean, there are some sub-adults in the cages on the driveway, and I just fed them day before yesterday. I feed them less in the winter because they're not, I wish I had my heat gun. It's in the direct sun, it feels nice and warm. So the animals that are out sunning themselves, they should be good to go and want to eat something. The ones that are in their hide boxes and which are not heated during the day right now, it's not cold enough for that, they're just not going to digest as fast, so they can eat a little less in the wintertime. So this would be a good way to check up on everybody and see what they're up to. Oop. Pete's going to stay there and guard the chicken. You guarding it? Such a good dog. All right, well, let's, hey, where's Bubba? Bubba was just out sunning himself. I'm sure he'll come out. He's been very eager to eat. And like I said before, I'm hitting him every other day right now with food. So we've also been getting a lot more plants done in the enclosures. Come on, Bubba. He's usually super good about coming out. Let's see. Tongue flicking action. I don't know if you guys remember this from way back when. Here we go. Yeah, he's quick to eat. I mean, we can still see his ribs and his hips and everything, but I mean, this boy's been putting away quail, hard-boiled eggs, chicken. What else have we given you? Well, lots of quail eggs. And he's still got quite a bit of jaw pressure. When he bites down, I could hear, when he bites on the quail, I could hear all the feathers crunching and whatnot. Like, he's one of the craziest things. I mean, for skinny as his legs are, look at the size of his claws. They're insane. It's like Freddy Krueger claws. Look at that middle one. I wonder if they didn't do more digging in termite mounds where he was from, or I do want someone to chime in and say, because I would love to know his exact locale. I haven't made the time, I guess, at night to really look that up. You're swallowing it sideways. I think that's the wrong way to do it. It's gonna take you a minute to get that down that way. But I don't know. If he's gained weight, it's very minimal back, like maybe 10% of weight. But if we get past this little cold snap, I haven't got him to Dr. Mike's. Obviously, I want to do a worming. Get past that for him. You know what I should have done if I was smart? Put the trays in front of everyone's enclosure and then film. Why don't I do that? That'll cut down on some of the walking back and forth time. All right, well, I've got the trays, at least for row 3, in front of their enclosures. So let's see. Now, Onyx was just out, but he went straight to hiding when he saw the golf cart running up. Maybe he's not used to golf carts. He's gonna have to get used to them. Man, I just cleaned their water yesterday afternoon. It's gonna be, now the last feeding I gave them quail and he ate hers. Come on. I hear one of them trying to come. All right, we're getting a monitor. Mouth open, it's her. Hey, girl. I think that's her. Hopefully it's not Onyx. He got both quail, and she was quite upset about it, and I knew I would catch her the next time around. I think that's her. That looks like her smaller head. She may have an easier time with this chicken here. Let's see. Yeah. Before he comes out. You're good. Eat it. That's the one to swallow easier. There you go. Got all your vitamins and minerals on that piece. Is it because I'm hovering? Better get it before he comes out. Oh, I see his tongue. Yep. Definitely a big size difference. Look at the length of the heads. Now you guys can see that. How perfect is that shot? Oh, girl, get it down. No, 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 no. Don't take hers. Wow, she is a clumsy eater, I tell you what. She's not gonna get anything down before, oh God, now she grabbed both pieces. Okay, she's got her meat and her salad in her mouth. He's about finished with his drumstick. That's all you guys got. You can see when he totally inhales, they are on the thinner side. She's got another piece that I don't think he sees yet. And he's retreating in, so that's good. Maybe she'll get a chance to eat her other half. Now let's see, in here we have Blackbeard and Jane. Jane is on the shelf, and we'll try and get food to her first. We'll put his right there. We'll try and put hers up on the shelf. Now, I've been watching some very interesting behavior with Blackbeard and Ferocious. He's been oh, me guy. How does such a big lizard hide in that box? Come on. about to come out. I hate the flaps. I mean, they do a good job, but they just... the size of this guy coming out of this box. And it's so funny, you get used to his color, him being dark, and you're like, oh, he's so dark, and now he's going through a shed and he is black. Someone really wants to get in touch with me. No, he can eat it sideways, he can eat it however he wants, no issues. Sorry about the phone, guys. Oh, is he right in a shadow? He is. Come on out here. We'll get him out of that shadow. He's got to get that piece down. And you'll see his eyes light up for the next piece. Come on. Come on out of that shadow, bud. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that tray in your way. Right down the hatch. Who's a good boy? That's a big boy. And Jane is holding on to hers. It's in her mouth and she's frozen in time. Alright, now let's go do Ferocious's cage. Get the clasp back on. Nothing needs to be locked, but I do like to have all the clasps on. Bubba is just finally swallowing his piece. Now Ferocious will be easy. We've got a big... The drumsticks I break up. I chop them about 4 times. It's a lot easier for them to swallow. You are not going to be able to swallow that. Hopefully I don't get him too excited and get him to come down too fast. You're not going to be able to eat that up there. You're going to drop that in your water. Looks like he's going through a good shed. I can't wait to see what he looks like after that shed. Yes, so him and Blackbeard have been going at it through the screen, so I do need to quickly get the next 2 enclosures done. He's painting the wall with that chicken. I think it's dead. Just not in a good place to swallow it. Oh yeah, he's gonna be pretty when he sheds. He's got some really nice light colors, kind of like Frosty. No? I'll be surprised. Oh, look at him. How he manipulated that on top of his head to swallow it while hanging. Oh, and he almost dropped it all. You almost had it. Now he's one that I had to carry down and get into his hide box last night. I can show you now. He's in a female's enclosure temporarily, so I had to block off the lay box so he didn't choose that. And he's one of the unfinished enclosures, so he doesn't have his gray outlet there, and he's running on an extension cord. The next enclosure over with Jane and Blackbeard actually has the gray box, but you have to have the next enclosure done. I could finish just this one, but there, I knew that was going to happen. He's got it in his water. Now I wonder if can he find it underwater? Will he grab it underwater? Yeah, he's hanging upside down, stuck his head underwater and grabbed it. No problem. No problem. You got your chicken, Ferocious? Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, I think we're gonna enjoy him here. I don't know why the sun didn't have a white throat for so long. You know, I do have that that bigger is better problem, and so well, it's actually a really cool shot. The guru is above the doorway. We just dug up her eggs yesterday, and she's hanging out, spending a lot of time outside. She's above the doorway right now, and her face is shed, so you can see the real pretty yellow colors on her face, but her body is dark. I know if I try to show you, we're way too far away to really see that. All right, I think I'm gonna do is get all the food set up in front of the enclosures for the next row, and then we'll start feeding them. All right, we've got the next row pretty set up. You know, there's gonna be some that we are not gonna see eat, like this Guru Sulfur male. I suspect, I don't know, I had him and Pinky together, but if I had a camera set up in their enclosure, I would know better what was happening. I didn't, so I know that she went straight to like exploring went into the hide box with him a couple times, and then she was just very comfortable in his cage, like it was hers, and digging around. Come on, Pinks, over here. Come on, sweetie. Going through a good shed. She looks good. Looks good and happy. And I tell you what, you know, we discussed that tick problem. There are, well, I see a dead tick between her toes that hasn't fallen off yet, but that diatomaceous earth in the hide box, it really has done its job. Now that they're using the hide boxes, it really kills them off quickly. Let Pinky swallow that down. I don't know. Somebody must really want to get in touch with me. They keep calling over and over. All right. Lily is, I think, gonna run out of her enclosure to see us. Look, she sees the door opening. Look at this girl. She's staring. What you got? Is that a drumstick? You got it? She's about to shed too. Everybody is about to shed here. That's why she's so got that brown haze on her. Oh, that's good. She broke a piece off. Now, again, because my lack of watching, she is swollen, but I don't know if she made it past the cycle. I did see her trying to get to Forrest, but Forrest was with Ivy. So I know that we have failed with Lily and Forrest twice in a row. So I decided that keeping Forrest with Ivy was a better bet. I'm not a gambler, but I guess I made a gamble. He is separated from her today, and it is driving him mad. He is pacing his cage. He definitely falls in love quickly. He's in love with whatever girl we put him with, truly and deeply. Hey, buddy, get you some chicken. He's been working up a hunger. Got him. I thought I had him some smaller bites. Okay. Well, we'll pull that apart. Go ahead, get that. There you go. He's halfway through a shed also. He's not a big eater. Like, he eats his fair amount and then he stops. I actually will get leftovers out of his enclosure more often than not. I think he likes his slender build. I don't know if he's going to eat that third piece or not. And again, this is only about half of what I would normally feed them. Now here's the guru female. See her face from the shed. She's a decent size. She will not eat off the tongs. Her nor the sulfur female next to her. I just haven't got him to that point. The fact that she is out right now with me out and not running, I don't want to ruin that. I want that behavior to continue. So I'm just gonna, you know, some may see it as an opportunity to interact. For me, it's an opportunity to let her know that she's out. I'm gonna leave her alone. That she's okay staying out. She's not gonna get messed with every time she's out. You see me looking all around, trying to make sure that the other female's not above the doorway or something. Now, this is pretty interesting. So I thought that Ivy was cycling, and that's why we put her with Forrest. But what she's doing right now says, I need 3 hands to do this. Sorry. To hold the tongs, to move the food tray, to open and close the door that has a lock on it. I'm dropping chicken out of the tray. It's a lot. But what Ivy is doing right now, to me, says that she is cycling. She's taking weight off of her stomach, laying in that very specific, awkward position. Now, I did see yesterday, you know, she lost half of her tail to Aqua. There's actually another big bite on her tail from Forrest. That is it. So she acted like she was ready. She's not aggressive towards him at all. She just walks away slowly. I am going to break this drumstick. I mean, I've seen her eat. See, and you guys wonder why they attack my shoes? She's a good eater when she's got to put some weight on. She's a real good eater. And she does need to put some weight on if she's going to produce us some eggs. Right? She is a sweet girl. You know, it's funny, everyone says like to me, well, from this angle it looks like a female's face, but from the side she looks like a male. I think the facial shape is not a guarantee. No? You don't want any more? You just, what? Okay, we'll leave it in the tray. Do you want it up there? If you're not going to eat it, I would rather it in the tray, because then I can always walk by this afternoon. If there's somebody that didn't eat some food, I can grab it and give it to one of the bottomless pits, i.e. the black roughnecks, or I'm sorry, the black throats, the bottomless pits. Wish we still had a black roughneck. All right, so the next cage, I don't know who is where. I know we have Sunny, who went into that hide box. I can hear some of the more excitable ones down the hallway. Oh, the male black dragon is behind that water tub. So I think we'll put his food right at the doorway and he'll find it. See, not much difference for a big male to what I'm feeding a female. But I think we're supposed to be 50 degrees again tonight. But I mean, it says something if you're that cold. I was only running one heat mat last night. They're all fine. They're super active today. Oh, I know this guy is gonna, oh, look at him. Alexander's face. Hey buddy, got you some chicken. Got you some chicken. Now, he does not waste any time between bites. He's pretty. And also going through a shed. Everybody growing, 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 and getting settled in at the new place. Trying to lock as many of the doors back up. I guess I'll lock the rest after we're done filming. Now here, I'm gonna have to watch my toes working in here, are two young white throats, a male and a female, unnamed. I think Adam may be buying the male, because I really have a surplus of, oh wait, is this the male? I think this, usually it's the, yeah, this is the male. Oh yeah. You can see a little bulge at the base of his tail, and he dropped his whole piece of chicken. No. There you go. I want to do while he's eating, because he's another one that is quick to steal her food. Come on, girl. I want her to get all of it. She actually got a, let's see, someone corrected me, and I wanted someone to chime in and tell me the difference, because again, I haven't looked it up, between a juvenile bullfrog and an adult green frog. Is there a drastic difference? Because I know that when I've been frog gigging and we see the smaller ones, that people have just chirped out that that's a common frog or a green frog. But what's the difference when they're both small? Is there a stripe or a color difference or what? I would like to know. And again, I guess I could look it up on my own. Hopefully she comes out and gets the rest of her food, because you saw the way he gobbled that down. He'll jump off that shelf as soon as he notices her food down there and steal it from her. They're at that age where they're insatiable. Young white throats and black throats, there are bottomless pits at that age. Up until about 4 feet, I know, for the black throats, and they still are big eaters, but they just, not angrily, but they will charge the entrance of the cage, mouth open, to get food if there's too many days between feeding. Like if you miss a day. Let's see what Frosty does. Frosty! Oh, a little tail whip for me? Was I slowing down your... Ooh, another just missed me. Ooh, just missed me. Why are you tail whipping at me? See, when he lets all that air out, he's not that heavy. They just hold a lot of air in. Who are you whipping at? Is that how you wag your tail? Alright, we're not going to give you an opportunity to do that again. We'll exit the enclosure, and we have just one more. Well, sorry about that, guys. Whipping you around. The other young female, which I would like to keep those 2 females for Frosty, is I think what I would do. Ferocious, we may loan to Adam to put with his female white throat at his house, Adam Griner, and then he would want to, let's see, sometimes I caught her between the water tub. I had to check last night. Well, because she does that, maybe it'd be smarter to close the door just in case. This one has been more shy, so I guess it was luckier that I paired the other 2 up. Let's see how brave I am. She's in there. We'll just leave her food there then. She, yeah, could you imagine just sticking your finger in there to lift the flap and gets grabbed? So I know I was saying about moving Ferocious. I know that I'm working to finish row 1 and get this hallway dialed in, but sometimes when I'm pouring concrete, it makes sense to get the next enclosure done, because I could do the doorway for this large enclosure and put some space between Blackbeard and Ferocious. Clearly that needs to happen, so maybe if I push to get these next enclosures, these 2 done, move Ferocious over. Hey buddy. He has a totally different face. Totally different face than the blackthroats. Good. Looks like Jane ate her food. Blackbeard went back to hide. Onyx and Sapphire are both still out. Let's go back to where we started. Again, I told you guys that I always loved Bubba. I do like this guy. Hey, Bubba. No. You're okay. You're okay. What are you doing? You're okay. Didn't like me walking up on top of you. But you're enjoying that sun, I see. It's just a camera, nothing to eat, bub. You do have, your teeth are as big as your claws. You really have bigger teeth than, I mean, I could see him inside your mouth. Like, he is really looking for food. But you got enough in you. You're better off with those smaller meals to digest than eating something too big. It'd be very easy to put a big meal inside of you, but that wouldn't make sense. All right, well, you know, there is another half of juveniles and babies and all that in the garage, but I'm not feeding them today. That's gonna be, I think tomorrow is their day. Kind of takes a little bit of a load off separating them. But they eat so much more frequently than the grown-ups that sometimes it ends up on the same day, and then sometimes it's not. But yeah, maybe we'll, I said we're gonna end on Bubba. Onyx, you gonna give us a good hiss? He's got a lot of gray on his face. A lot of gray on his lips. And the yellow. He's pretty. All right, now back to construction work. Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.